Hello and welcome back to the Gaming Trio podcast, where I woke up at 6 and pretended to sleep because I didn't want these guys to annoy me.
That's me every day.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Alright, so Whip, you wanted to say what you found at the Dollar Tree for today?
Yeah, I went to the Dollar Tree to get my weekly snacks because I'm a fat ass, and I found they had burger patties.
Wait, the Dollar Tree had patties.
Yeah, like beef patties. So I made myself dollar store burgers for lunch.
Oh, that's weird.
I had burnt burgers for once. Like, very burnt.
I can tell you one thing. This burger's rare, which I like. I like me.
This
a rare
video is
burger.
sponsored by the burger he is eating.
This video is sponsored by Dollar Tree. Not really. I wish. Please sponsor me.
It's sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends, download today. Over 1,000 players.
Oh yeah, bro.
Still haven't played it yet.
I've tried it. It's pretty okay.
So anyway, today we have Link speedrunning Zelda.
Princess. Any percent.
Any percent. So he's gonna be showing off some tricks. Now, how does this? Do you know how this trick works particularly? Like
The
in
word on
detail?
gate clip?
Yeah. Do you know like what's going on with the game whenever you do this?
Not at all. I just know how to speedrun it.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
So what got us into speedrunning in the first place? Zelda, let's start with you since you're the runner today.
You literally came up to me, said, "Hey, you should try speedrunning Mario 64." I said no,
Amazing answer.
and then
Oh, brilliant.
you just kept on bugging me to try it.
I mean, look how much fun you're having now.
Uh-huh.
That's awesome.
So, Nye, how'd you get into it?
Same reason, though.
Ah,
I
shit.
took it a bit further than that, because, like, I tried to speedrun Mario 64, but, spoiler, I sucked. So, I tried to do Luigi's Mansion speedrunning, but then I figured out that that's harder than it looks. And
Oh, yeah.
now I'm Mario Music Box speedrunning, and I almost got world record, but then I died.
Yeah, Knife Fight's the closest to world record. Oh, well, there's Back in Time. Remember when we were talking about that one night? Here it is in action.
Oh my god. Wow, this is so amazing.
That actually is a really pretty good glitch.
Yep. And
All right, so I learned something about dollar store burgers.
yeah,
But
that
when
they actually sell them.
get into speedrunning.
Oh. I just kept watching Mario's like simple flips do like crazy shit in ROM hacks. I was like, let me learn the base game of this real quick. So I started playing around with backwards long jump code, so that way I could backwards long jump anywhere, which was pretty fun.
Yeah, and then you showed me it, and I'm just like, oh wow, that's cool. Give me that.
And then I just started trying to figure out the route so I could get to the backwards long jump, and now I speedrun Mario 64 for fun.
There's a lot of button mashing in this. Mainly and during the fight with No.
The first time I ever did a glitch, like in any video game, I was so proud of myself.
Bro, sorry, go ahead.
I broke Splatoon. I basically jumped on an Inkling's head and turned into my squid form, and I went through the wall and clipped through it. And then I was having so much fun, but then I clipped through another wall, and it was behind the big amiibo box in the center, and yeah, I couldn't get out.
Speaking of out of bounds glitches, I found one in SpongeBob Rehydrated, and that was pretty funny.
Yeah, and then they patched it, didn't they?
I hate it. I hate the fact they did that, but yeah, they patched it. It's annoying. The one glitch I found that could be useful, and it was only in the beta release, so fuck my life.
Yeah, that's why you want to find glitches in the alpha instead of the beta.
That's
Oh,
something that really
horror.
does think about speedrunning. That like that they patch it, because usually the best, like the speedruns that do the best and the most known speedruns are using the initial releases, because they patch something as soon as they see it.
Well,
So
here's the thing though. The way they did the SpongeBob game is they released the broken build, and then they released a mandatory update on top of that. The only way I was able to do it is I had to basically go into my Switch, deactivate the update, and then tell the Switch, "Hey, this base version is the updated version, so let me play it." And after 15 minutes of me trying to figure that out, I got it to work. So now I can play the beta release on my Switch.
Oh.
Well, someone had to dump the ROM of it online.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
I
the thing about
tried.
games. You always gotta dump the ROM as soon as you find them.
Oh,
Yeah, and
bro,
I've been
Smash
trying.
Bros.
I've been trying to speedrun Rehydrated, and I found out how to consistently do the glitch that I accidentally got first try. And didn't
Oh,
know
the
what to do.
bloody
Yeah,
the trampoline.
yeah. You know how you've been jumping twice into the left?
I haven't been jumping twice anymore. I started like jumping and then like turned back and used my bubble thing right as I land. So
Well,
now
you
it
literally just have to jump right at the edge, like before you fall off, and then you jump onto the bouncy thing.
but you don't double jump.
Yeah, you don't jump. So I've learned how to do it consistently every time.
Nah, nice.
It's just if you mess it up, you jump or you fall
You
off.
bounce.
No, you fall off.
Oh yeah. Anyway, Twilight Princess. Favorite memories about this game? Whoever played it. Have you played this game?
I actually do have memories of this game. Surprisingly.
All right. So let's share some of our favorite memories.
Who wants to go first?
Let's go Link last because
Yeah.
Link is the one running this game, so he'll have the most to say about it.
And this was quite literally my very first game that I've ever played.
One of the biggest things I wanted to do in this game is I was just waiting until I could like turn into Wolf and then to Link anytime I want, because I just love the fact that it uses that perspective of gameplay where you can change shape shift. Right.
Yeah. You don't really get that in many games.
Yeah, usually it's just whatever. It's usually just either one play style all the way through. With this one, there's like different control styles and different elements you get to work with. That's great.
Alright.
Story Night.
Okay, so the first time I saw this game was the first time I actually got into gaming. I used to not really be the biggest gamer. I mean, I played a lot of Super Mario, but I sucked at it, so... Well, I still do, but
Why?
like, one day, what I was doing was...
Go.
I went to...
Oh my gosh. Holy shit, how did I get out of that raging go?
Don't question good things.
Anyway, what I used to do was I went over to someone's house, and they were the person who got me into gaming. They had like old arcade machines in there. Basically, they had GameCubes. They had like every Nintendo console, and it was so amazing. Because every time I'd walk in there, I'd like see a new game that was amazing. A lot of it was GameCube stuff related. I actually learned that someone I know, I used to know them, I forget now, actually had a director's copy of a Sonic game.
Sonic DX Director's Cut.
Yeah. And yeah, that just really inspired me to get into gaming. I watched them play the start of this game. I don't remember it much, but now I'm just like, that looks cool. I need to do that. And next thing I knew, I was obsessed with my Wii until I got a Wii U, and then I decided to become a PC gamer because I started watching YouTube, and yeah, that's kind of started my entire gaming career.
Bro, can we talk about the Wii real quick? That was a bang release for Nintendo, man.
Yeah, considering it's selling more copies than the Xbox and PlayStation 3 combined.
Oh, dude, it
Still
decimated
going.
the competition. But when I saw the Wii commercials, I was like, whoa! That's possible? Because all my gaming experience has been limited to the Super Nintendo and the PlayStation 2.
That would do it.
So when I saw Wii's motion controls, my mind was just...
Let's just talk about the Wii U. I think it's underrated. I actually had great memories on the Wii U.
The Wii U
I-
was just poorly announced.
Yeah, I've never really liked the Wii U. But yeah, I played Breath of the Wild, and that was kind of the first time. I didn't beat it on on the Wii U though.
But Breath of the Wild was on the Switch, so like it was on the Wii U, but they announced it and then it got delayed, and it got delayed again, and it kept getting delayed until when the Switch finally came out. But they also made a Wii U version too, so the people that were hyped for it being on the Wii U wouldn't be mad.
No, they originally released it for the Wii U. It
Yeah,
was supposed to be a Wii U exclusive, but then the Wii U started tanking, and Nintendo was like, "Shit."
Well, I mean, yeah, Wii U doesn't really sound that original.
Sounds like a gay ambulance. Wii U, Wii U, Wii U, Wii U.
you want to see Bo's little tight asshole.
Ow. Well, that's awesome. Kick his ass.
Yeah, get him. Kick it. Hey, look, it's me. Link is wrestling me. What an honor.
So far, so good for RNGesus.
Okay, and there's also something else I want to talk about in this podcast.
Okay.
I wanted to talk about
Oh my God.
experiences in actually like
Oh my God.
streaming
Oh, you
and like
fucking-
recording speedruns, because we've talked about like how we all love speedrunning and where we started, but we haven't really gotten into how it's gone for us.
I'm kicking Link's ass over here. Hold up.
God damn it! I fucking hate Bo.
Anyway, dude, I remember when I started like streaming on Twitch, I was trying to like doing Battle for Bikini Bottom cheat percent runs, and that was not fun. That
Why
run
was it
was
not fun?
because the majority of the run was trying to input cheat codes framed perfectly,
Bruh.
and then the other half was just movement.
Why, the same thing happened to me last time I tried speedrunning and just into this game. I'd win, lose, then win again.
And then when I started doing Mario 64 runs, I started having a lot more fun with it, and I actually grew a little bit of a community before I could stream no more.
Why couldn't you stream him no more?
Because the internet I have right now can't support it.
I mean, you can
That's-
stream, it just looks in.
It looks and feels and sounds gross.
Yeah.
So no thank you.
Mike's YouTube streaming of speedrunning kinda, it was the worst experience of like my overall experiences with speedrunning. I had fun with it, but when I tried to do it on YouTube, it always ended in me failing on stream, and I'd look so stupid because I'd fail something so easy, and I had a lot of trouble with MIPS specifically. I remember you being there, Weapon.
Oh, Mips is an ass. Fuck
Yeah, I could not do MIPS, and I was just like, why is this a thing? And Rage quit so many streams.
bro,
Though I actually
freaking-
did have one
Oh,
good
I
memory,
totally
which was
forgot
really the
about
music
something.
box. But
I'm supposed to save outside of fucking Bo's house.
Why do you forget something like that?
I don't know. You know, I'm just gonna save right now.
But
I-
dude, fucking Mips clip. We all can agree that Mips is an asshole.
Yeah.
we all hate MIPS. That's why MIPS was never in another game.
Okay, if you guys, anyone who doesn't know about Mario 64 is like, who the fuck? What? Mips is a little rabbit from Mario 64 that's a complete and utter cunt bag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the nicest way to put it, to be honest.
Yeah, he's
That's
basically.
the only
he's-
way of putting it.
Basically, what we do is we take Mips and we use it to get through a couple of doors, including, you know, skipping the 30-star door, which is important. Except getting him through the first door is the most painful thing speedrunners could do. So, how's that for awkward? You gotta save again.
I don't have to.
And the sad part is speedruns did so well on my channel. Like, for something that, for such a flawed platform like YouTube, I'm surprised it actually did well.
Bro, YouTube is oversaturated nowadays.
Remember when it used to be that if you just randomly got started on YouTube just joined and made videos, you would eventually like blow up?
Like I had my first channel, which is long deleted, by the way. But I started that channel around 2014 when Five Nights at Freddy's came out,
Yeah.
and that channel went up to like 600 subscribers by like 2015, 2016.
You're so lucky. I can't get that now. Like back in the day, if you did YouTube, you just blew up. You were good.
You were
set.
guaranteed at least triple digit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but now we have content creators like us that struggle just to get a decent amount of views in videos.
I used to, like I have 193 subscribers, which is not a bad amount, but you know, compared to the grand scheme of things, it's not a whole lot of subscribers, and like, you know, a lot of that is just like what I think most people don't understand about YouTube is that the subscriber count does not equal your success.
Yeah.
Or your view count. A lot of YouTube channels I see that have super high subscriber counts, but super low video counts because they eventually lose those people.
Well, that's why I think like I think it's the views that like really reflects off the YouTuber, because like cool, you got subscribers, that's sick, but like how many of those subscribers actually still watch your stuff?
Yeah.
How many subscribers were bots?
Oh, that's another thing, bro. Like
Wait, did
Whoever
your channel get
bots-
sub-butted or sub-botted?
yeah, Knight, didn't your channel get sub-botted
It-
sometime?
It's because I posted a video. I did a Night Masons. It basically was like an SMG4 style video, and then I was telling my friend about it, and they're just like, "Oh, that sounds cool. I'll go advertise it for you." And I didn't know what they did, but the next day, like my channel was like growing. It's getting so many subscribers, and I'm just like, "Oh my god, this is it! My finally my big break!" And then half of them were gone in a day because half of them were just sub bots.
Bro, I remember me and Zelda were in a call when your channel started blowing up. I was like, dude, what the fuck? Look at Knight's channel. He's blowing up. And Zelda was like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
What do you
and
mean, no
I
way?
saw-
I make good content. Just kidding, I do.
Well, I mean, you got a subscriber like every half a minute or so, and we were
Like
just
every 5 minutes, your subscribers went up like 2 every 5 minutes. And it was just crazy because every time I check it, the subscribers went up. I was like, what? I didn't get it on that.
YouTube, you just get lucky. Like, when I began YouTube, I got like a video that had 2,000 views, and I did another that also got 2,000 views. But basically, I have a drum set. I actually play the drums, even though I never talk about it, because I don't really like it anymore. But I used to play the drums a lot, and I recorded next to my drum set. Because I don't know why, I was just in the room, I'm just like, I'm gonna record a video without getting out of this chair. And then, like, everyone was picking on me because that's when I had a squeaky voice. Now, apparently, I sound a lot more than I did,
Oh. Ah, I hurt myself.
apparently.
Ow.
Well, I can still do a squeaky voice. For the sake of this video, I'm not going to, but, like... Okay, fine, you wanna go? You wanna go? You wanna go with the squeaky voice? I can do a very squeaky voice, huh?
Well, my voice is kind of like in between squeaky.
Knight,
and
you
not
sounded
squeaky.
like the Easter Bunny choking on a Cadbury cream egg.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just proving a point.
Michael Jackson going through puberty be like. By the way, for anyone who's
Oh my God,
familiar with
you
Night
fucking
Fight's channel, I'm gonna try to convince it to let it happen, but I'm gonna try to see if I can upload some deleted scenes from editing that I did for his face reveal, or like a
You literally-
deleted scene.
Oh my god.
That was
Literally,
funny.
I knew you wouldn't. I knew what I said wouldn't change your opinion. Like, I was just like, you're just like, hey, can I upload this this part of the video? And I'm just like, I'm not quite ready. And now you're just like, I want the content up on YouTube.
It would be. I want to see people's reaction to like YMCA.
No, because it's obviously gonna be negative reaction.
How do you know that?
Yeah.
Because Because that's how it is in real life. So that's
No,
obviously how it is on
it's
YouTube.
not.
That's no incorrect. No, okay, if that works on YouTube, then I could just go up to a lady and go porn and then see tits.
That's awesome. Try that.
If that works in real life, I'll give you $20.
Oh my god.
If I don't get bitch slapped and I get to see some titties, I will give you $20.
Okay. You know what? I'll think about it. Okay.
Right,
Okay.
that's an easy $20.
Because unlike in real life, there are people on the internet that have a sense of humor.
Unlike you.
Hey, shut
Well,
up.
there's also some
no, I was
people
talking
on the
about that, not
internet
you.
that decide that since they are on the internet, they can do whatever they want, and
Well,
nobody
actually,
will
Trump
know.
did sign a bill to make it to where you have freedom of speech on the internet as well, so you can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was like a big thing, which is like private companies like Twitter and Facebook. Like earlier, they could just be like, "Well, you see all these people we
fuck.
don't like, we could just go ahead and yeet them off our platform." And they
To
do
be
that
honest,
for-
I hate Facebook. I haven't used it, but I just see people use it, and
Bro,
every single time I see
Mark's-
somebody use it, it's always a bad thing. It's either that they end up getting hacked at the end, or it just, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know,
shit.
but if you're a YouTuber and your Facebook get hacked, imagine the clickbait. My Facebook got hacked.
It's
My
better if you do
account.
Twitter.
Jimmy, my account got hacked. Jimmy.
So I just realized something. I
So-
am kind of forced to do Sword and Shield skip, so
Hey, you wanna know why we don't do that?
because it's a stupid fucking idea.
There you go.
I said I'm
Wait,
forced
what?
to do Sword and Shield skip.
Well, have fun.
So, every time we do a podcast, I just think about my own speedrunning skills, and I'm just like, this is going to be very bad when it's my turn.
Oh yeah, next one is Night Fight's turn, you guys. Stay tuned for that one.
Yeah, be ready for me to play Mother, aka Earthbound Beginnings.
Yeah, I've been watching him try to speedrun that, and Blue RNG was not on his side.
RNG's on nobody's side whenever you play that game. And yeah, you know what? I'm gonna stop talking about it now and save that for next podcast because
That's not important.
yeah, and it's the Twilight Princesses. Kind of sad.
So, what are you doing with that Magobler? And you're leading him to your frick chamber?
This is
That's what I was thinking.
this is Howard, I think. Maybe I think it was Harold. But I am gonna use him to do Sword and Shield skip.
Just use him like he's proper.
Just use him.
I'm just gonna borrow you real quick.
Just
fuck,
picks him up
okay.
and just steps on him to get over like a high fence.
Fuck you, Midna.
Some people would say yes to that.
Oh my god. Fuck. Okay. I want to go back. Yada
This
yada.
episode's
I-
now just us making jokes about that.
You did it!
Congratulations!
Is this working?
I wouldn't know.
What are you doing?
I've never seen a speedrun of this game, so
I never. Okay.
Wait.
Fuck. Oh.
I was close. Oh, I was so close.
It looked like
What-
a
we're
mix.
not submitting these runners,
It looked
so-
like you were trying to do like target jumping or something like that. I don't
Oh
know
my
the
God,
lingo
damn
on
it.
this.
Okay.
I looked on the speedrun wiki for 5 seconds for preparation of this.
I looked on it for like 2 seconds.
Okay, this isn't a competition of who's less prepared.
Who's less prepared?
God
I
damn
think
it.
then the trophy would go to me, and yes, it is a competition.
Fucking Howard.
It looks like Howard is fucking you, alright.
Oh my my god, I gotta try this. God damn it, Midna, I fucking hate you. Midna,
Yeah,
I
in the
fucking hate you.
wall and everything. Bro, can we talk about how adult Midna is in this game real quick? Like, I know these are Nintendo characters, but damn! Adult Midna. She's a teenager's wet dream. I don't care who you are. And Zelda will agree with me on that.
Yeah. Considering
Well,
I've-
sometimes Nintendo characters can be like that. Can you think of an example? But I know everyone's just gonna sigh if I bring it up, so I'm not gonna bring it up.
Let me guess, is it something related to Earthbound?
Yeah.
Real-
Ah,
Who
you're
would've
a
guessed?
simp. God damn it, I fucking hate you, Howard.
And that's why he's whacking you. Man, this is not going well for him.
It's mainly just because, like, he won't stay against the wall.
Yeah, the asshole.
Wow, what an asshole! He
my
won't
God.
let me hit him. No, I'm just kidding. I know that's not what you're trying to do.
Do you have to? So the guy has to be in that area for you to actually do the jump, or is that just making it easy?
God damn it.
So I'm guessing you're trying to get to that wall.
Yes.
And I'm also guessing
Oh my
that
god.
you have to jump. That like you have to hit him, which launches you up and over the trigger.
Yeah. It's called a long jump attack where you...
What do you know? I have a brain cell. I'm surprised.
Oh my god, I fucking hate you, Howard.
Man, remember when this worked when Howard did this flawlessly the first time?
Oh my god.
Bro, I remember me and Zelda try to get into scam baiting.
Wait, what?
Scam baiting is basically when we call scammers and purposely waste their time.
Okay, I'm pretty
That sounds
sure
awesome.
It was pretty fun for a little bit and it was nerve-wracking whenever we got our first hackers or scammers on the line.
Yeah.
I saw YouTubers do that once where they saw someone that was kind of cheating the system. I've already told you who that person was. I'm not gonna say who they were for the sake of this podcast because I'm gonna go hate on them. But like, basically, they were reusing YouTubers' thumbnails, and someone did a series of videos and they exposed them in the video.
Yeah. But freaking, what were we just talking about?
I don't know, to be honest. Like, we tried to come into this one like prepared. And
Hold on, I'm trying to hold on. Let me. What the fuck were we just talking about?
I don't know.
I'm trying to
Like I said,
Oh
remember.
my gosh, you know what? Fuck it.
We tried to come in prepared this time and like have a list of things to talk about, but this time we're just like,
We got sidetracked. Essentially.
well, yeah, it's because this is a good game. You naturally want to commentate over good games.
Well, I'm trying. Let me think. Okay, so it was. Talk about Zelda's Sword and Shield skip, which looks like he's abandoning.
No, I'm resetting it.
Then it turned into okay, then you started to saying that there's a YouTuber that stole thumbnail assets. What was in between? Zelda, do you remember?
Scam baiting.
Scam baiting. That was it. Anyway, I saw a YouTuber who like gets into scammers' PCs and deletes their files and stuff.
Yeah, we thought about doing that, and we're just like,
But
what
then,
if we
then we
scammed them?
realized, oh, I don't know how to do that.
Even though they're scammers, I'm just against the idea of doing that.
What, deleting people's files?
yeah, like PC hacking is just.
Yeah, but when these guys like lie to elderly people to steal their life savings, I think they kind of deserve it.
If you want to expose people, step 1, go on Wiz. Step 2,
Or-
find a product.
Or here's one: how to get back at scammers. Step 1: waste their time by acting stupid. Step 2: delete their files while you're acting stupid. Step 3: once you're done deleting their files, call them Benchod.
That's sister fucker.
Yep.
Damn it, you fucking
And
game.
then you gotta call the cops on them. You have to find their address and then
Oh,
call the
kill
cops
me.
on them.
You know, someone actually found like a what's it called? A scammer, like what's it called? The fucking like the base of operations for a scammer group.
What were they scamming?
They were doing the refund scam. Where basically they say, hey, we're from Microsoft, and since this part is shutting down, we're gonna give you a refund, and they'll say like $400, right?
That's obviously.
So what they do is they'd have you sign into your bank. They make you install an old version of TeamViewer, so they can activate a button that makes your screen look black, so that way you can't see what they're doing. And then they'd have you like sign into your bank, and then they like edit the HTML so it looks like you got $4,000 more dollars. So then they'd start acting like they're freaking out, like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose my job if they find out I sent that much. So what they'll have you do is they'll have you either go to a store and buy them gift cards, or they would have you wire the money to their bank account.
You certainly do know a lot of details about this.
I do a lot of studying on this. But all they was the HTML, so instead of you just giving them a few $1,000s and you giving them 400, you're just getting rid of a few $1,000 and not keeping any of the money.
I don't see any problem with that. Just give
Yeah.
them thousands of dollars. I mean,
And then and then whenever you give them a hard time, they try to they blank the screen again and then turn all the values into 0, and they're like, you see that? That's what happened to your bank account if you don't do what they say. So you're gonna go ahead and give me the gift cards. And they try to scare you into doing it by making it look like they can just take away all your money.
I actually found a scam recently that
I
someone
started trying to
basically,
scam
since we were
people.
talking about SpongeBob earlier, something, I don't know.
We're talking about how I found a glitch.
Well, there was a scam basically on Amazon in the year 2015. A movie started going up on Amazon called A Day with SpongeBob SquarePants that looked fake, and basically I saw a video on it, and it led basically the people to find out that 6 people were scammers, figure out that on the company's website there's a Trojan virus, and basically they were just fibbing, and the people that were just like, ooh, I'm gonna buy this, still haven't gotten their money back after 5 years.
They would fibbing? But no, in all seriousness, that is a very common thing to do.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I fucking hate this.
Bro,
I don't know why I talk so weird, I just do.
Bro, speaking of Amazon and stuff, I got a raise on my job recently. I jumped from making $5 a week to making $45 a week.
Speaking of that, if you are after a good Minecraft thumbnail, visit the website in the
Oh,
description.
speaking of websites, I don't know if did Zelda tell you yet?
I don't think he has.
Oh, I made him a new website. Completely
made one-
in HTML.
Yeah, he coded it in HTML and everything. It doesn't look as good as the Wix website, but it doesn't have the Wix.
You're gonna actually have to send me a link to that.
Here, I'll send. I got a domain for it, so it's much easier
Minecraft
to.
renders.
actually-
There's just a
Thank you.
Trojan virus on it. Just casual.
See, we're mean, but we're not that mean.
Yeah, I wouldn't infect people's computers.
Yeah.
Then why
considering
is my
we all
PC
know
being
how
affected?
much like computers are.
Oh yeah, dude, computers are. I was browsing through Amazon trying to find like a cheap that like an old office PC, so I could like try to throw a graphics card in it for my sister. Dude, they're so fucking expensive on fucking
Oh my
eBay and everything.
fuck.
It's crazy.
Let me
I would
copy-
never infect a computer with that kind of thing. Ooh. I don't know if that's the right. I don't know if that takes you to the right place. It should, but
It's not loading anything right now. Right now,
well, let me find the link that confirmed it to work.
Here.
okay, because that's just like waiting for
There we
air.
go. Got it. I got it. I got it. I got it.
Was
I
that
got
the wrong link?
it. It just doesn't like it when you try using HTTPS. You just have to copy and paste that in, and it works.
Yeah.
Oh, things YouTubers needs, things I deliver. Minecraft Rangers. Okay, this actually is looking pretty nice.
Yeah, until you right click and look at inspect element, and then you look at the code.
They actually changed that for some reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, they didn't. It still looks as it still looks as basic as ever.
Is it just me, or is it easier to hack things now?
It's
It-
not easier to hack things. It's easier to temporarily modify things.
Yeah.
Yeah, like with one website show their code, it's just like, okay, this is the code. Find a weakness.
Well, see, like they don't show the code for everything. They just show how the website is run.
I know, but like still, I just found that kinda weird.
God damn it.
Honestly,
You should just
like
not try this. You've been on this for a while.
I'm forced to.
Wait, why are
Yeah.
you forced to?
he has to do this if he wants to beat. Because if he gets the shield like that, he'll lose the Hylian shield.
No, it's because I can't physically get the shield and sword.
Oh, that's right. You can't. Yeah. Okay. So he has to do this.
Yeah, I did back in time, so I got this sword and shield, and since I'm technically progressed further into the game, I wouldn't usually like be here. God damn it.
So the fact that he's here is a mistake on its own.
Not really.
Well, I mean, you're making it sound like it was one huge mistake.
My birth is
Well, it's part of any percent, so I need to learn sword and shield skip, and god fucking damn it. It's hard to control the character, like
This
moving
is
character.
how it feels like whenever I practice bomb clip. If anybody wonders, why does George's bomb clip in his 64 struts? Because bomb clip is nightmare, nightmare.
Oh my god. I could have probably gotten it that time too, but I fucked it up.
I just never used bomb clip when I did Mario 64 speedruns, just because.
The last time I did a successful bomb clip without fucking it up too much was when I did that clip for your Nightmations.
That was a good one. I'm super sad that not the rendering for the video, or the exporting for the video turned out so bad.
Yeah. Also, bloody, when I did my first editing, like, you know how, okay, so I use a compressor. I use a compressor with my videos, right? And usually the compressor is barely noticeable, right?
Yeah.
And I use my compressor, and, you know, my boss says, hey, why is this in this weird video format? So I explained, hey, this is what happens. This is why this is, you know, not an MP4, it's an M4P, I think is what it is.
Yeah, my computer said it was an audio file for some reason.
Yeah, well, they were like, yeah, no, that's why the video looks blurry, is because you use the compressor. I just sitting there like, bruh. I sat there and recorded the raw video. It was blurry when I was editing it. It was not the compressor. But then, like, now they're like, oh no, you gotta use Adobe. You gotta use the Adobe stuff. So I literally was kind of forced to install freaking Adobe, what was it called? Like, Media Encoder. I don't even get how this works. I have a media encoder already. It's called handle brake. Or hand brake.
Gosh, I fucking hate this glitch.
Alright, I'm learning something about not gas station, dollar store burgers.
Still with the burgers.
Well, no, I'm learning something because this is the first time I had them, and yeah, these they make me they do not like your stomach.
What's everyone's favorite burger place? Just
Oh,
because we
dude.
went out of topics.
That's...
Bro, freaking Fuddruckers.
Fuddruckers.
Fuddruckers, dude.
I don't know what my favorite place is.
Look at King Fuddrucker over there.
Wait, does Subway count as a burger place?
No, it's a sandwich place.
Damn it.
Bro, I found, like, okay, last thing I'm gonna talk about the dollar store. But I found, like, cards that were played at casinos. Like, actual casino cards that has the corners cut off. So you can't use them in regular casino play.
Oh.
Yeah, the only thing is that I have 5 6s in this deck.
Please. Damn it.
So literally, I just like if I were to show this off and like people were to like inspect it, they'd find not just 4 6s. They'd find. Let me see if there's any more 6s in here because I have all 4, 6, 5 6s. 5 6s in one deck. Now credit where credit's due. There's only one like duplicate suit in this deck. So technically speaking, if I were to throw away the one duplicate, I'd have all like normal, but then I would have 51 cards, so I need it.
Oh my gosh.
Has anybody ever ordered anything off Wish?
I have before, and it was by far the worst mistake I've ever done. I mean,
What'd you buy?
or it wasn't me that bought it, but it was my brother. He bought a hoverboard case, but yet they didn't show the hoverboard case at all during, like, in the advertisement. So we didn't know
Yeah.
that he was buying the case instead. And it
Yeah.
took, I think, about a year to actually be shipped over to us.
A year?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Wish was bogus. Bro, I remember one time where I got scammed by my own self. But to be fair, the arcade really... Okay, so I was at an arcade machine, and you know this stupid machine where it's like you have like prizes hanging by string and you have to get these stupid scissors to cut the damn prize off?
Yeah.
Well, I found a tablet in one of those. And I was like, I'm getting that tablet. So I spent all my tokens on this machine trying to get this tablet. And I cut it down and I got the tablet. And I was like, yes! Yes! I picked up the tablet and realized this is a case. In a big box, it's just a case. Now, to be fair, the case was for a nice tablet that I didn't own.
Well, then you better save up the money and get the fucking tab. God damn it,
Well,
that's fucking
Like, here's the
Howard.
thing, though. Like, I went up to, like, my dad saw this. I was like, ah. But he tried to talk to, like, the person behind the counter. He's like, hey, can, like, do you got anything, like, do you got, like, an actual tablet or something back there for my son? Because he worked hard thinking this was a tablet, and it's just a case. And they're like, no, sorry, but that is pretty funny. I was fucking furious, man. I was like, I spent all my fucking tokens trying to win a case.
I have bad memories with those machines. I either never won one. In the one time I did win, I got like a Bart Simpson bobblehead from it, and it was at like a party, and I was the only person to ever win it. like in the party because everyone was trying and I just did it and everyone's just like, oh my god, you're so good at this. Because I actually won twice in a row, and then my friends like, ooh, can I see it? And they literally just smashed it on the floor and walked away.
Bro, I remember I went to a restaurant called Connie's, and they had the only crane machines that weren't rigged. Like you know the crane machines that have like a time, like a counter, how many times it's been played, and then
Yeah.
whenever a certain number is hit, the claw decides to grab.
Yeah.
Yeah, this claw machines at Connie's, they didn't do that. Yes. Hold on, I'll be right back.
You know, we never talked about like improvements on YouTube.
Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna say it. Well, I've already said it, but we had a list of things we were gonna talk about. One was gonna be like how to improve YouTube, but like as soon as we were talking about YouTube flaws on the list, we just got off track. Though.
Yes!
So talk
Yes!
about it now.
Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh, I did it!
Good job.
I did it!
We all believed in you.
Oh my gosh! It only took me like like 30 minutes, but still I got it.
I like how he's just on the screen now.
Hey, Howard. He's like, yeah, nah.
Just walks away.
Oh my gosh, I got it. Yes.
That's a great job.
Oh, you have no idea how happy I am. He's just like, yep, hand comes out. It's alright, it's alright.
God, I fucking did it! Oh my gosh!
Speedrunning's tough.
It is.
And as for that, you can obviously tell. Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, cause on the just when we started speedrunning, we all watched speedrunner YouTubers and just like, okay, I can learn how to time these buttons right super easily, but no. In order to do it, you have to be either the luckiest person ever or have mad skills.
Yeah.
God,
Like, I mean,
I fucking did it though! Oh, I did
wait,
it!
you almost at the end of the game?
No. This is a 3-hour speedrun.
Oh.
The world record
Yeah,
is
I feel
actually
that with-
2:54:11.
Well, it looks like it's gonna be a two-person podcast because I gotta go.
Ah.
Well, we can end it here.
Well, we need 20 minutes.
Wait, how much time is it then?
47 minutes right now.
I mean, we could still end. We could just end it here and be like, sorry, it's spoiled.
Yeah,
Do you
alright.
want to do that? Okay, so
End it off.
anyway,
Yeah, end it off on a good note of me getting the glitch.
yeah. Thank you so much for watching this podcast. We are sorry that we had to cut the little short, but we had a good time here.
We had.
And expect the
finally got
next
glitch.
next week. We're gonna continue with this week's schedule and expect it to be me playing Mother. So
Yeah.
yeah. See you guys later.
Bye.
Hey,